I gotta
You
ride
can,
with
you can take the next one because I don't like the dude on that.
Oh, yeah, Donnie and them boys, Avengers. Shout out my guys, yes. Donnie, Nikki, all them guys. Y'all, who y'all got this week? Dolphins. Man, I don't know who I want to root for more because I just got, like, my brothers play on the Dolphins. Shout out Chef, shout out Man, all those guys. That's going to be a great game. We got them in some halves too, right? We got them at 5.5 and 51.5.
Avengers, Donnie, you and the boys, Jake, y'all minus 5.5. The over-under is 51.5 because I expect scoring. Dolphins are definitely going to give them a game, I believe. Y'all, that's why you guys are the game of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Game of the week.
Big time game of the week.
10:30
Imagine
slot.
that there's like neon lights behind us right now.
So, yeah, you guys you get it back-to-back. Dolphins, game of the week.
Hey.
This is going to be a good matchup, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be shocked if it's not. That's why I put it at 5.5.
Yeah.
Normally, I think I would be putting Donnie like minus like 17 because I just don't like him.
Listen, Donnie can run.
Why
with
always
the best
mess with Donnie like I do Bruce, man? I don't know. Bruce the only one. Bruce the only one that we should be messing with, man. Seriously.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? Bruce.
We getting to you, Bruce.
My man.
We getting to you.
Yeah.
Oh man, who you taking in that one?
I don't ever want to see Bruce the pizza pick of the week.
Man.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not trying to play.
He giving me ideas, guys.
If you do Bruce,
that's what he's saying.
If you do Bruce, it's going to be a dinner, and whoever loses, we're going to live stream the damn with masks on, whatever we got to do. Yeah, dinner.
Oh man,
I don't even care. You know what I mean? Like more than just a pizza. So you put Warriors in that.
We know what's up. I might save them for later in the season. I might save them for like the last game of the week. You know, the last week of the season. You know.
Listen,
I want to see that. You know, that'd be a good dinner.
Who you
like?
A good way to end your year. You like the Dolphins or like the Avengers?
Oh man, that's tough. That's really, really tough. There's a lot of talent on both of those teams, and I don't think
I think Austin, Russian, Jake.
Yeah,
that's gonna be that's a good matchup. You want to talk about matchup of the week or something? That's definitely a good matchup. That's why it's game of the week. If Austin's on his game rushing, that's Jake got a couple double hikes in him, or what, maybe a silent cadence, whatever.
Hey,
I mean, it's gonna be a good match.
It's gonna be good, man.
Yeah. So
since you mentioned that, man, I think I'm gonna take the Dolphins.
Take the Dolphins.
Yeah, I was leaning towards the Avengers, and then you brought Austin.
I'm taking the Dolphins. I am because, like Zeus said.
I mean, I agree
because
with this
Avengers
guy.
got Donnie. That's why I'm taking the Dolphins.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? Let me straighten my star. Bam, bring the rim up.
Flip it up on them. Flip it up.
That's what I'm trying to tell them. You know what I mean, Donnie? Because they got you.
I mean, I got to agree with this fool on this.
It's kind of messed up though, because if the Avengers ever release Donnie,
man,
the Cowboys will be the first one with the contract on the yard.
Look, I got his jersey. I'm ringing it out.
You know what I mean? It's all good. It's all love, man. We going Dolphins though, Donnie. Get it. Jake, Austin, DJ Zoo, Ward, do you guys thing, man. Game of the week.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Who got next?
We got Marshall and we got Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. That's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a really good
one. Marshall, they
-3.
Over under.
You tell me.
56.5.
56.5.
56.5. Marshall over Roll Tide by the 3. That probably could have been like a pick 'em. Squeak has those guys rolling. Roll Tide's playing. They're doing their thing. It's tough to pick against Marshall. Marshall's always a top 10 team and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're always tough to beat, especially when Karen and J.O. doing their thing. And the rusher, man, he's every time we play against him, man, that boy fast, boy. Look, fast.
I'll be on the sideline like, man.
He could be a killer.
I might have to go rush.
I want to pass by to the next pick. We go right into 11:30.
Right? Oh no, man, that look good.
What you mean?
That pick look hot.
What you mean? They gonna get upset for me saying that. Donovan, don't get upset at me, man.
Donovan, we love you here on the locker room, man.
Red Zone residents, y'all are the pizza pick of the week at 10:30.
Imagine it's another neon sign, but this time it's a pizza.
So
got some pepperonis on it.
Isaiah said y'all gonna be the pizza pick this week, which you are. And because of that, first off, you're playing bad news.
Oh, yeah.
But second off, because you're the pizza pick of the week, you minus the touchdown. You are minus a full 7 touchdown. Donovan, you and your fellas, listen, they're minus the touchdown.
They're going to get
it. Listen, Sean already told me we're going to be eating pizza together. He ain't going to let me lose 3 in a row. bad news coming. It's tough to play the doubleheader, like we said. But they will at least cover the 7, if not win outright. He said. Sean said it. He said, "Wear this star with pride, Eddie."
Don't get me wrong.
Because Cowboy Nation, it runs deep. Listen, deep in the hearts. Even though some of y'all don't want to admit it.
I watched them boys go down and make me a believer on the sideline. That's the first game I got to stand there and watch them play.
No, listen, y'all are definitely talented. I seen some of that. I seen some of the Red Zone's game, Residence game.
Believer.
Yeah, so
going down.
There you go, man. You get this pizza next week, man. So it don't taste as salty like Judge Joe Brown got me twice. Twice.
It's so much sweeter when you're winning.
Red Zone Residence. Even if you win, man, the field goal.
Look, pizza together.
Field goal.
Look,
you know what I mean?
They gonna win by 2 touchdowns.
Tired of getting this guy pizza, man. It's time for digging his pockets,
pizza.
Man. He got all the money, man. He got all the women too. I don't know why. It's his pretty face.
I was going to work and read off this paper. That's
you know what I mean?
Shoot.
Hold the belt, brother. So man, there you go, Red Zone Residence.
That was our 10:30 slot. That was everybody in the 10:30 slot. We got 11:30 slot today.
There it is. More games. 4 games in the 11:30 slot this week.
Oh,
Bruce!
Yeah!
Bruce is 11:30.
Man. We got him against the Trojans, man.
Playing Ed and the Trojans.
Ed and the Trojans.
Yo, don't take them lightly, Bruce. Don't take them lightly. They got some speed. They got talent.
Again, maybe this is my bias coming into it, but I already know who I'm picking in this.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. We got Bruce, you -10, though, because you Bruce. You experienced. You're a veteran, even though working new squad, but you got weapons. Yeah. And Big Dave is a weapon.
He is
I don't want to hear that don't want to hear he's not. Again, shout out Taheen gave him fits. Like he's been giving a lot of people fits this season so far.
Walking around.
But Big Dave still is a weapon. And I know, personally. We know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, Bruce, you -10. You know what I mean? But Trojans can get that upset. Trojans can get that upset. They're like, we don't even need the 10. We don't even want the 10.
Nope.
Yeah, they can get that upset.
Ed is hungry, man. He said, man, I got to come back.
That was a tough one last week. I'm paying for pizza. Thanks, Ed.
Hey, Ed like me, man. He's like that pizza just for you, man.
Tastes good. Tastes good.
Oh man, who we got next at 11:30 start? We got Dark Side versus KME.
There you go, Dario.
And they are minus
Dark Side is minus.
And over under is 45.
Dark Side -4.5, over under 45.
Yeah, man.
Dario and the boys. Tough game last week against Prime Time, but everybody so far has had a tough game against them.
If you have a good game against them, congratulations.
Dark Side might have probably should have been minus maybe even a touchdown.
Yeah.
But KME had a good game last week.
Yeah.
Timmy Dez does his Dez things. Yeah,
yes,
Ted, Timmy's rolling the offense and stuff. So 4.5. I'm gonna go Dario and the boys. I'm gonna go, Dark Side. Especially if, Ty Hill's there and stuff. And
absolutely.
And he's doing Ty Hill things.
I want to go Dark Side too.
Go Dark Side.
I gotta go Dark Side too, man.
It's always tough to pick against KME and Dez and them, it's Dark Side's looking. They're looking tough, man. Even though they're a fresh new team, but made up of some veteran players, and here's a good favorite. The next one.
Oh yeah, man, that's a good one. We got Gladiators and we got SWAT.
There you go, two good teams that we know that we played many a times.
Played against
Big Lou.
Big Lou.
Man, shout out.
Gladiators. Shout out, man, Lowry.
You guys are -1.5. Over under 42.5. I think that's going to be a close game.
Yeah.
That one could have been a pick'em easily. SWAT is former champions too.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
they
got a good defense.
Yeah, they play well together and everything.
Yeah,
listen, it's any given Sunday, people. We know this. I don't care how good your team is. Your week might have been bad if you ain't living your life right.
Exactly.
Come Sunday, no matter how happy you try to be,
can't get out your way.
Yeah, it's just, and we all have bad days and bad weeks.
Yes, sir.
That's how you shrug that stuff off. Motivation Brothers all about that, baby.
Yes, sir.
So,
who you got in this one?
We're rounding it out. What you mean? Well, for Gladiators, I said I got Gladiators.
You got Gladiators?
Yeah, it should have been probably pick them, but they're -1.5. Gladiators, I think Big Lou and the boys get that win.
I'm gonna say Gladiators.
SWAT's tough though.
Yeah.
And they could easily get that win and get that upset.
Yeah, they got to score more points. Who we got?
Rounding out.
Oh, man.
Rounding
Prime
out.
time, Big Joe.
Rounding out.
Breeze.
Go.
Oh, man.
Go, James.
Go, James in there, man.
Joe, I'm too nice. Breeze.
Against Legion of Zoom.
Legion of Zoom.
They
Shout out to
bringing it
them.
back.
Shout out to them.
Shout out Legion of Zoom.
Fast young cats, you know what I mean?
Young
they got
Legion.
it going and they're rolling. And
Yes, sir.
you know, they took out Rick and the boys last week.
Yeah, man.
You know, and Rick and the boys ain't an easy team
not
just
a
to
tall
take
task,
out. Yeah, you know. So yeah, shout out. But listen, y'all minus 13.5. You got to be minus the 2 touchdowns. Probably should have been. I was debating it should have been like 15 or 16 probably. But Legion of Zoom has athletes. Listen, Go James is Go James, but you never know. He could have had a tough week and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Like what he said. Come
you
take
know,
the bucket hat.
you know, never know. Ivy could have been, you know, like
hey, man,
tough this week and stuff. We all had our lady issues, and we didn't make them happy that week or something. So I'm gonna expect that's a good game.
Oh yeah.
But here's the thing: if that goes back and forth. Joe Go James going to put a 50 burger up. Legion of Zoom probably going to get into the high 20s, 30s.
Yeah,
but if that happens,
just know he's coming back. You know,
Go James going to hit him on 50 burger with extra cheese.
Right.
And no disrespect to LOZ, because like I said, they're going to score.
Yeah,
I believe. But listen, your best receiver, whoever he is, let him know Big Tahim's coming. He been shutting down a lot of people.
You gonna be the next meme?
Yeah, I mean, you look for it. I mean, something. You know, they gonna be there eating a pizza and have a picture of you on it.
Yeah, man,
and enjoying it because that's what the GOAT does, though. But hey, 64.5. Again, that half.
The week and a half.
The
week and a half.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all punching it in.
You know what that means? That means it's either gonna be 64 the total, or he's gonna go 65.
Look, go Mike.
On the dot.
Might go 65.5.
Joe, I'm
just to piss you off.
Hey man, shout out you, and Tom, and your brother Tom, and you know Big Tahim and David. All you guys are doing your thing.
My cousin Messiah.
Yeah, you guys are doing your thing, man. You're undefeated.
Rolling.
We're gonna get into that talk after we're finishing this up. Yeah. Got a little something, special that we put together.
Yeah, man. You want to get?
We got a top 10 list. We're at the halfway point of the season, so we did a top 10 list of the teams we think are the top 10.
We ain't make it. We ain't make the list this year. We're gonna make next year's list though.
We blaming this. You didn't tell me we was blaming the secretary on this.
Look, man.
You got to communicate better.
I'm saying.
What is your problem?
No, I wanted to be. I wanted to be
we
on the list.
We supposed to be here, bro.
I wanted to be like number 1 on the list.
What
you know what I'm saying? I should have been like number 1 or at least number 1B.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good teams.
We put up the we did a top 10 for the midseason and we got. I mean, I think both of us have some good point. We have good points on.
Absolutely.
Each of the teams.
Right.
And again, if you're not on the list, prove us wrong. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. No disrespect.
Absolutely. There's nothing against you.
We know a lot of these teams personally from playing them.
Yeah.
You know, playing against Cowboys and players that are on these teams and veterans and all that. So that being said, we're gonna kick off.
You getting it out?
You know, I'm gonna bite some of the salty pizza with them before we hit this top 10.
It's good when it's cold, baby.
You know what I'm saying? I love pizza, man. Fat guy, I love pizza.
I love pizza, man.
Even when I gotta buy it. But what I'm saying is, so we're gonna start off with the top 10. Top 10, you got Reckless. Absolutely. Our top 10, we got Reckless. You guys are, veteran
across
team.
The board good.
Yeah. Former champs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And are they the defending champs?
Are they?
Was it fall that they won there? Yeah, man, the COVID messed my time frame.
We've been out so long.
It could have been 5 seasons ago.
You know?
Man, we definitely have to fire the secretary. We got to get better information on that.
Yes, sir.
But shout out to Reckless, Tyree and the boys, Super H.
Man.
Neek, Corey over there. You know what I mean? You guys, speed and. Ty developed into a hell of a quarterback.
Yeah. Don't forget David on that team, too. Man.
Yeah, David, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what? So used to you being SWAT, man.
Right.
A lot of times I forget you over there, man. Yeah, he's over there. See, doing that spin thing, still spinning.
Still look weird when you got the Reckless.
Yeah, but hey, man, you're doing your thing now, so.
Absolutely.
It's, listen, it's, I remember a time when Ty, you know what I mean, you were thinking about getting a quarterback, and I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you stuck with it. Developed into a great quarterback. You lead your team, and
Look like Russell
so
Wilson
you guys
out
are
there.
number 10 of the top 10.
Yes, sir.
We're going to move on to number 9. Miraculous, you guys get that spot.
We talk about y'all all day, man.
Yeah, you guys
Good
are
team,
young
good
and
squad.
hungry.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? You guys have one tough loss, I believe. I think it was in overtime.
Yeah.
You know, but again, you guys could easily be undefeated. You know, Evans developed, only 17 years old, Jake's younger brother.
That's a fine.
Developing a young, Rich over there, you know what I mean? He's a baller and stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Got
And
a lot of solid dudes.
Yeah, I mean, it's so, and we know from the experience, man, the tough rush.
Yeah, man.
You know, so you guys get number 9 slot, Miraculous.
Shout out Miraculous.
So moving on to the number 8, we got Marshall.
Marshall.
I think I said earlier, Marshall's always a top 10 team in my book.
Man. Yeah.
I mean, I played against
them. As long as they got J.O., as long as they got that guy at Rush, you know.
Yeah, I played against you guys enough and long enough. We've done it long enough. I mean, I think you guys would always make my top 10. I mean, that was even this 8 and 7 could have went either way, I think.
Right.
Right. You know, for this season. But, you know, J.O. and Curran and all that, again, always a top 10 team. The veterans got a great rusher, tough.
Right.
So you guys get number 8, Marshall. I said, but you could have easily been 7. 7 went to the Seminoles.
Shout out Big Jim.
Shout out Big Jimmy. So, you know, surprising win last week. Well, I don't say surprising because you guys are, you know, they've been doing it a while.
Some game records, man.
But they're jumping up 20-0. That part was the surprising part.
See the interception somebody had in the end zone. That was a pretty sweet interception. In the end zone.
It was. I mean, it was a good game against Reckless. So, but Seminoles could have been 7, 8. I mean, they'll always be on a top 10 list.
Oh yeah.
Former champions. You know what I mean? They've been winning games against all odds for a long time. People will be like, how the hell do they win? And that they do.
They pull it out.
They do. They find a way and they win. That's it. So Seminoles get number 7 slot. Number 6, we got little bro. We got Eric and Brem.
That's my big brother.
Firm is on the list. Number 6.
Shout out to the Firm, man. Yeah,
so,
Bremy made the list.
Bremy made the list. They've been a top team for years in many different leagues, rough touch leagues, Camoog leagues.
Yes, sir.
You know, the L.B.F.F.A.
Yeah.
I think I said too many F's there, but.
And they play at 6 o'clock every Sunday morning.
That's it. You know, y'all always welcome in the locker room. That's, you know, so.
Absolutely.
They get number 6 slot.
Their quarterback. Always ready to play, even if he's in a knee brace.
He's a nut, man. It's funny, though. So shout out, Eric, young brother. But I told you this before. There was a time where you wouldn't even play flag because you felt like it was less than all the leagues that we played in at one time when we were 20 years younger.
Right.
But now it's like you out there in the brace.
Right.
You out there risking it all for this flag
out.
League, which is love the dedication.
Because
you know,
love,
if you didn't do that in real life to people and all that, then I guess I probably wouldn't understand. But I guess I understand out there, and you know, we play till we drop, man. I don't know.
Hey, that's our.
But we got, you know, that's the, you know, number 6. We into the top 5, people.
We into the top 5.
We into the top 5. Who we like? Who we like?
That top 5. We got.
Talk to them.
Meet the Spartans.
Meet the Spartans.
The Spartans had a tough loss against the Dolphins, but man, 3-time champions. You don't do that, you know, just resting your head on one loss.
Nah, you guys, and again, you guys could have been switched with the next slot.
Yeah, man.
Number 4. So shout out cousin Mike and Big Dwayne and you know what I mean, all those guys and Ty on the Spartans, veterans doing the things, know how to win. You know, like I said, 3-time champs.
Yeah, Mikey looking good out there.
So you guys are number 5, but you could have been number 4. Why you guys aren't number 4 is because number 4 is the Dolphins, and you guys took the tough loss. If you guys catch that win,
then it's reversed.
That's probably reversed. That's
it's the tale of 2 weeks.
Would be number 5. Yeah, that's it. So you come out this week and
2 weeks,
you know, and do what you got to do and get back on that winning track. And but Dolphins, you're in number 4 slot. Beat the Spartans, as we said. Tough game. Really Gusick with a great catch for the 2-point conversion. Austin was going crazy out there, getting in people's heads like he does.
Austin might be one of the best trash talkers.
Yeah, but it was a real good game. But Dolphins got number 4 slot. So in the number 3 slot,
the boom.
Here comes the boom.
Here comes the boom.
Legion of
L.O.B.,
Boom. You guys
man.
are number 3 in
Yes,
the top
sir.
10.
Yo, Drago's been getting them boys moving
Yes,
down the field.
listen, Drago leadership,
Moving down the field.
skill set.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's been around a long time. You guys can learn a lot from him.
Silent killer,
Obviously,
man.
you guys already started. I mean, been putting up 50
Moving,
burgers
right?
like it's nobody's business.
I said he got them guys moving.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and
You know?
young and fast, again, tough defense.
Absolutely.
And once again, Dragon's balling. He's slinging it.
Ultimate veteran.
He's slinging
man.
it.
Go
So
out
you
there.
guys are number 3, and why you guys are
Handle that
number
business.
3? It was definitely tough for the top 3,
Yeah, man.
and definitely tough for the top 2. So at number 2, we got Donnie and the boys,
Donnie!
the Avengers,
Yes,
the
sir.
Avengers, baby.
Man,
They took number 2 slot.
that's
It
one
was
of those
definitely
teams-
tough, but you're gonna know why when we call the number 1 out. Why it's number 1, and
Hey, you know.
you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna rub.
The hat off work. Let me get in there.
I'm straight to bed. There
Get
it
in
is.
there.
We'll get into
I
it.
feel good.
But before we do, the Avengers number 2, you know, Big Lou, Donnie,
Donnie
Nikki,
and them boys,
you know,
Nikki.
Jake.
Yeah,
You guys are a good team. We all know it.
pound for pound, just probably the most talented team.
Pain in the butt to
Yeah.
deal with.
Oh,
we
yeah.
know that.
Oh,
So, you know, you guys get the number 2 slot. But rounding
yeah.
out
Number 2.
the top 10
Tell
teams
'em.
of the L.B.F.F.A.
Tell 'em.
locker room.
Let me get my little Billy
You know what I
Goat.
mean? Gonna rub the hat.
My little Billy
Go
Goat
James
horns.
and the boys.
These my Billy Goat
Prime
horns.
time.
Hey, prime time.
It's
Right.
who else was it going to be with prime time?
Hey,
I
man.
mean, come on.
Undefeated.
I mean, listen,
And
if-
making it look easy.
For the teams that played against them already this season, am I wrong? If I'm wrong, post it up on the comment.
Tell me.
Yeah, let me see it. You know what I mean? Like,
if
throw it up there.
if that's where you had your best game, let us know.
yeah,
Send us
I'm
the
saying,
footage.
man, like,
You know?
I seen enough. I've taken pictures and I've seen a decent amount of their games.
Man.
You know, listen,
Look.
they're going to be hard to beat.
They-
They're going to be hard to beat.
Absolutely.
They stay healthy. Go James stays healthy.
we don't realize how really, 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 really good that defense is.
Yeah, the defense is really good.
Defense. We talk about Taheem, and he's amazing.
You've been
baller.
locking down some people, Taheem, so there ain't no doubt about it. I mean,
Absolute
people got to
baller.
take notice.
But I gotta give credit and shout out to Dante, and I gotta give shout out and credit to Messiah, man. I seen them boys jumping up in the air
That's
like
it.
60 feet in the air, batting down
Yeah,
balls. Like what y'all
listen,
doing
I,
up
like
there,
I said,
man?
I seen enough of the games. That's
Absolutely.
why. How could they not be?
Absolutely.
I mean, the big time scoring comes from that group. I mean,
Man.
listen. At any given time, you know, Tom, his younger brother, can chuck a touchdown
Right,
past the length
right.
of the field too.
Hey,
Listen, man, the Fakowski brothers, that they here.
ballers.
Yeah, if you guys
Ballers.
don't know about them, you know now, or you gonna know.
You gonna know.
So, I mean, yeah, listen,
Ballers,
that's
man.
that's Joe. Two nice breeze,
Yes, sir.
two pretty breeze.
Yes, sir. Getting out there.
Go
and doing
James,
it.
man. You guys, prime time. Shout out. You guys
Yeah,
get
man.
number 1 on the top 10, you know, locker room teams
Yes, sir.
and
yes, sir.
teams in the
You might have some
L.B.F.F.A.
fun
So we
Yeah.
got some, we do have some honorable mentions.
Very honorable.
You know, we're gonna throw LOZ out there.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
Legion of Zoom.
Young fast guys, man.
Yeah, doing
Earned
their
that
thing.
Legion, man. That was
You
great.
earned your
That's
Legion
great.
name, so you know you earned the honorable mention.
That was
Definitely.
awesome to see that, man.
You know, you got Judge Joe Brown and the Dustbusters doing
Hey,
their thing this season
but
too. He's
I'm
leading
always
them.
excited when I see new teams with good veteran players on them. You know,
He's leading them. You're doing your thing. So
Hey,
Dust, shout out to the
those guys are
Dustbusters.
riding with them, and they look.
And I don't
good.
like giving this one, but you have to because
Say it or I'm gonna say it. Bruce.
my man Bruce. You know what I mean? So
Bruce.
honorable mention to the Warriors,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Listen, it's tough to lose players and
Yeah,
put a team back on the field and,
Right.
and find success right away.
yeah.
They're doing it.
But you got a machine on your side.